Now in case of compound if, the syntax is like this. First I have to write thus if, and then we are just going to give the opening brackets, and within this opening and closing brackets we just going to mention the condition, and if this condition becomes true, then the statement which is written in this if block, it is going to execute. So as the condition, when it is true, this statement is going to execute, and for better or easy to understand, I just write an extra word true here. So it is true statement means when the condition is true, then this statement is going to execute, and if this condition is false, then the control goes to this portion, and the statement which is written in the else block, it is going to execute. And as this statement execute when the condition is become false, and for this reason I have write an extra word false to easy to understand when this statement actually going to execute. So this statement is execute when this condition, whatever condition I write in this portion, if the condition is false, become false, then this portion is going to execute, and if this condition is true, that it means the condition is maintained, so this statement is going to execute. In the compound if statement, we can write multiple line for any kind of statement. Suppose in a true statement, suppose it consists only a single line, and for else statement maybe it consists of several lines, more than 2, more than 5 lines. So in statement, maybe in the case of true statement or false statement, the number of lines may vary or may be equal. In the compound if statement, there is the features which is also available in the simple if. It is also available in compound if statement, that it is the if the statement in either true block statement, that means when in the if statement, or in the else block statement when the condition become false statement, in both the statement, if these are consist or contain only a single line statement, then the opening and closing braces are not needed for the respective blocks. Suppose if the if statement block contains only a single line, then the opening and closing braces is not mandatory. It means you can remove these braces, and or you can write this if else or compound if without using these braces in case of the if. But if the else contains more than one line, then you have to write the opening and closing braces for the else block, and as well as if the false statement blocks contains only single line, so there is not mandatory to write this opening and closing braces. So this is the syntax for the compound if statement. Now I am going to check the number is the odd or even using the compound if statement. So I have already taken a number inputted by the user in the variable n. So I am going to write the if block. So n mod 2 equals to 0, and then after I am writing system dot out dot print ln, and then after just so if this first condition n mod 2 equals to 0, it becomes true, then it is an even number, and for this reason I'm just writing here it is a even number. And in the else block, so else block actually basically execute when this first condition becomes false. This first condition becomes false, that means n mod 2 is never return. Remainder after doing the modulo operation on the number is not returning a zero value, it returns a non-zero value. It means the number is a odd number, and for this reason I am going to write here in the else block of the first if statement is it is a odd number. Now I'm just compile this program. You can see no syntax error here, and then after you are going to run this program. and now it is asking for a value. Suppose I am just enter a value 8 and it shows it is a even number, and in this case this n mod 2, that means n becomes 8, so 8 mod 2 equals to 0, it becomes true, and for this reason this statement is executed. And as the if block is executed already, so else block is not executed here. Again I'm just going to run the program again and enter another value, suppose event type value, it is 13. Then you can see it is a odd number. Okay, it is a odd number. This is the first value I have entered here, which shown the it is the even number, and this is the second value I have entered which shows the odd number. For this, in this case, when I'm just entering the value 13, so n becomes 13 and 13 mod 2, it returns actually 1 as a remainder, and for this reason this condition becomes false. And as this condition of the if block is become false, the control goes to the else block and this statement is executed here. So in this way actually compound if work.